Hello, everybody. I'm very excited for today's stream. We start in just a few minutes here. Probably sooner than that, actually. I'm mostly set up, ready to go. I'm going to refill my drink, so that I have plenty of hydration during all of the dialogue reading that I'll be doing today. But I'm super excited to play this game. This is one that I've wanted to play for a long time. I've seen other people play it briefly, but I'm more or less going in blind on this playthrough, which is exciting. I don't think I've ever done that on a stream before. It's usually a game way back when I did occasionally stream games. It's always been a game that like I know pretty well. All right, I'm gonna go get that beverage and then be right back, and then we're gonna get right into it. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I'm so excited to get into this game. I'm going to lower down the beats and we're gonna switch on over to the game. What a joy, what a joy. Can't really remember the last time I just straight up played a game on this channel. All right, let's switch it over. There we go. And game. Which is a little loud on my end, so I'm going to turn down the game volume just a touch. Perfect. Let me know how my volume is compared to the game. And if that's good, we're just going to kick right into it. Doot, 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 doodly doot. Oh, I think the chat is kind of off the edge a bit there. Adjust that. Precious chat. Super Tess! Thank you so much for 6 months. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I need to readjust my beloved friend, the chat box. I'm going to shrink you down just a little bit here. Perhaps 600, no, 580. I'm going to try to find just the right size. There we go. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's hop right into the game and have some fun. Once again, this is my first time playing Frog Detective. So this is Frog Detective 1, The Haunted Island. So we're gonna dive into a world of mystery and intrigue, I'm sure. I'm gonna just start a new game here and let's see what we get.
Wappa wappa, I got a hat.
Congratulations on the hat, Harukio. I'm very glad you got it. All right, so I'm gonna look around here. I'm using a controller. I've got an 8BitDo Pro 2 on my PC computer, and I'm using the stick to look around. Oh, got a magnifying glass. That is very befitting of a detective. Ring ring, says the phone, but I gotta look over here. Look at this. Look at this eclectic group. Well, surely that's me, the Frog Detective. Even I can detect that. Oh, I love that graphical effect of the lines surrounding the object. Hello? Hello, who is it? It's the supervisor. Hi, supervisor. Hey, how's life? Pretty good, I reckon. How are things with you? Me and the wife just got back from Indonesia. Ah, well, Salamat Datang Kembali. I know I did not say that correctly, but tried my very best. That means welcome back, I think. Thanks. Anyway, what are you calling about? Oh, right. I have a case for you. Cool. Pretty spooky one, so hold on tight. I'm holding on. There's a little sloth who owns an island just off the bay. Martin's his name. Says he's been hearing a ghost for about 2 weeks. So get this, he hires a team of ghost scientists. What's a ghost scientist? I don't know. Anyway, he hires some of them, right? And they can't find anything. They've been on the island for 2 weeks. Whoa. This ghost is still at large. So the head scientist there, a monkey, calls me up. They need help, and they want the greatest investigator I have. So I said to them, I'll send my best investigator. But Lobster Cop wasn't available, so I'm asking you, the second best investigator. I fully understand. Lobster Cop's abilities far outweigh my own. Yeah, but you're pretty good. So are you up for it? I don't know. It sounds very scary. I'll have to be brave. I'll have to be very brave. Yes, you will, Frog Detective. I believe in you, Detective. That's just what I needed to hear. Thank you, Supervisor. I'll do it. Wahoo! Can you give me a summary of the case before I go? Sure thing. The basics are, there's a sloth who is hearing a lot of spooky ghost noises around his island. He calls a bunch of ghost scientists, but they're stumped. So it's up to you to solve the mystery of the Haunted Island. Why did you yell the Haunted Island like that? Because that's the title of the case. Fair enough. It's time for you to grab your magnifying glass and get going. See you later, Supervisor. Good luck. Thanks. Well, well, well. It's a good thing I have this single room with a telephone in it to answer all my important calls. I'm gonna get this magnifying glass so I can solve the case. Ah, yes, my trusty magnifying glass. Can't solve mysteries without it. Now I can right-click to see things up close. I'm gonna have to figure out what that is on the controller. I'm sure it's one of the buttons. I got a Chivo! Hot Chivo's already pouring in. I'm gonna 100% this game. Time to solve a mystery. I probably should have right-clicked on something in that room, now that I think about it. Grace Bruxner presents! Yay, Grace! A frog detective adventure. Ooh, I'm loving the music so far. Now that is one spooky looking haunted island, if ever I've seen one. There's Martin. Oh, Martin's the king. Larry, a lobster. Mo the mouse. Bernie. Fresh eggs. And the rest. These lovely transparent PNGs. Case number 1, the Haunted Island. All right. Let's see what mysteries await us here on the Haunted Island. Very cute loading screen. So I'm seeing, maybe a man in a suit. Oh yeah, it is right trigger to investigate. Can I investigate this? Ah, you finally made it. Thanks for coming on such short notice. I've heard so much about your adventures. I'm a huge fan. Wow, that's very kind of you. When you figured out who was behind the forest theft in Witchtown, I couldn't believe it. I thought nobody would ever solve that mystery. I mean, who steals an entire forest? Oh, you've been following my blog posts. Yes, I'm Mystery Monkey 49. I comment all the time. I even made a funny joke once and you responded. Oh, that's the dream. Of course, I remember. Hi, Mystery Monkey 49. Please, Mystery Monkey 49 is my online name. You can just call me Mystery Monkey, all one word. Of course. Can I ask you some questions about this case? Questions, yes. What would you like to know? Okay. We have begun the investigation. So, I can ask about the resident, I can ask about where to start, or nothing right now. Well, I definitely want to ask something, so let's do the resident. May I ask who the resident of this island is? Ah, that'd be Martin. You can find him hiding in the forest. He thinks the ghost can't catch him in there. Very interesting. I'll investigate. Okay. Who should I talk to first? You're talking to me already. Okay, who should I talk to second? Larry, the tall red one. He always wants to meet new people. Although, I think mostly he wants new people to meet him. Oh, that's a mood. Not so much the other way around. I'll check it out, thanks. What would you like to know? Okay, so we've got our info, we've got our starting point. I think I'll come back later after some investigation. See you around. Okay, so we know that we can talk to Larry, the big, tall, red one. We've also got, who is this, Bernie? That. This looks like some tube pasta, if I've ever seen one. Man, those pastas are gigantic. Yum, but it's not mine. I'm gonna sneak around the side here. Hello? Who's this friend? Wow, wow, wow. I do love to see a smiley face on a critter. Oh, we've got a big bug here. Hello, bug. I'm investigating you. Consider yourself investigated. Got some trees here. Some lightning in the distance. Very ominous. And then, of course, Fresh X. Howdy. Hello. Oh, I'm already laying down. Hello. Are you the, Yep. Great. You brought my toothpaste shipment? Huh? No. I'm the detective. Oh, okay. Can I call you D-Tech? Yes. Nice. I have some questions. Is that okay? Take it away, D-Tech. Why aren't you wearing a lab coat like the other scientists? It's my day off. I've been working so hard for the last 2 weeks. It's very important to take a break and get some sun. You're right. Not about the sun. About the taking the day off. Yeah, I didn't pick a great day for it. Sorry to question you on your day off. Take it away, D-Tech. Tell me about your beautiful smile. Hope you don't mind me saying, but you have wonderful teeth. Thank you. I'm so glad someone finally noticed. How do you keep them so pearly white? Well, presumably that toothpaste that was getting the shipment. With Dr. Tight Smile's 101 Tooth Whitening Cool Paste for Teeth, of course. Dr. Tight Smile's 101 Tooth Whitening Cool Paste for Teeth. I get a shipment here every 3 days. I go through this stuff so quickly. I'm down to my last tube. Wow, where can I get some of my own? Do you have teeth? Well, I could give you my tube. But I would need something else to keep my mouth fresh. I'll think about it. Can I ask you some more questions? Take it away, D-Tech. Alright, so now we know if we find something to freshen teeth, we can bring it back here to Fresh X. That is true, it's not good to overbrush your teeth. Dentists will tell you as such. Now who's this friend out in the Walter? Oh, hello. Oh, you got a little, you got a trilobite there? Maybe a Millennium Falcon? Tell me about yourself, friend. Hi. Howdy. What are you doing in there? Swimming. But there's a storm. It's not raining yet. Besides, it's not actually that unsafe to swim in storms. Everyone keeps telling me to get out of the sea, but it's safer in here than it is up there. Why's that? No ghosts in the water. Ghosts can't swim. How do you know? Martin said. You don't look that happy in there. I guess I'm not. Sorry to hear it. Thanks. May I ask why you're so sad? Well, it's kind of silly. I really want a magnet. I told you it's silly. Why do you want a magnet? Well, go on. My dream is to attach a magnet to a boat and hold on. Oh, why? Boats are fast. I'm not fast. If I hold on to the magnet, I'll be really fast too. You can't beat that logic. Nice, right? I don't have any idea where to find one though. And even if I did, there's no way I'm getting out of here. Not until the ghost is found. That's interesting. Is there anything you need to know? Ooh, we can ask about the magnet, or we can ask about the ghost. Why did you want that magnet again? So I can attach it to a back of a boat and zoom along, obviously. All right. If it sweetens the deal, I can give you this big shell in return. I thought it might be magnetic, but it's not. Why would you think a shell was magnetic? How was I supposed to know? What am I, a scientist? Okay. Is there anything else you need to know? What can you tell me about the ghost? Well, not much, I guess. I heard noises coming from the holes around the island. Holes. Holes, you say? They freaked me out so badly that I grabbed my floaty and got in here. I love them being in a floaty, but they're barely in the water, which means they're definitely, their feet is touching the bottom. Like they're just in the most shallow part of the beach. They're probably on their knees right now. How long have you been in the water for? Maybe 2 weeks? Whoa, are your feet wrinkly? Ew, I don't know. You should check. Maybe later. Do you know, I'm going to go off probably on a lot of tangents today, but did you know, like, the evolutionary reason why your fingers and toes turn wrinkly in the bath? Because when I found out about it, it really freaked me out. So originally I thought it was that the water outside your skin was, like, doing something to the barrier and drying out your skin and making it wrinkly somehow. But it turns out, evolutionarily, your fingers and toes wrinkle so that they get better grip strength on surfaces, because our ancestors needed to grip to like slippery rocks and stuff while we were hunting. And that's why your fingers and toes turn wrinkly in water. It's the wildest thing ever. Anyway, that's just a fun lesson for you. Is there anything you need to know? Okay, so I think we know everything that Koala has to tell us. Nothing for the moment, but I'll come back. Sure thing. Okay, so that's Koala, who wants a magnet. And then we've got Fresh X, who wants a freshening agent. We've got some pasta. There's a little bug here who I love. And we've got these friends. Now, this looks like a hole to me. Oh. I can't get any further down. Interesting. Oh, is that the sound of a ghost? Sounds like a ghost to me. Hello. Hey, you're that detective, right? The one that Monkey keeps going on about? That's me. I'm so glad they finally brought someone else in. I know nothing. I really shouldn't have taken this job. Why did you take it? I'll be honest, I thought it was a secret agent job. Why would you think that? The job listing said ghost scientist. Didn't seem like a real job to me. I thought it was like a cover, you know? One that only smart people could figure out. Like me. Still could be a cover. Maybe they're testing you. Oh no, you're right. I better look competent. I'm only joking. Sure. Can I ask you some questions about the case? What else do you want to know? Okay. So what would you like, Bernie? Feel like everybody wants something. Let's find out. What do you know about the noises coming from this hole? I mean, I'm not great at this job. I'd be good at other jobs, I'm just letting you know. But it does seem like the noises coming from this hole aren't from a natural creature. They seem otherworldly somehow. They have a weird and distinct tone. Sometimes it sounds like a bird's call, but only sometimes. Wow, that's a lot of good information, thanks. Yes, I'm very good at finding things out, if you know what I mean. Bernie, I'm not a secret agent. Uh-huh. What else do you want to know? You mentioned you want to be a secret agent. Why? Ugh. Secret agents get the best stuff. Like, for example, you've got a cool magnifying glass. I want one of those. I'm not a secret agent. Sure you're not. Bernie winks. Wink. Even if I can't be a secret agent, the things I'd give up for a magnifying glass, there's nothing I want more. Interesting. Okay. So Bernie had some good information on the sounds coming out of those holes. Abby's here. Hi, Abby. I'm detecting. I'm interviewing all the perps here on the beach. Or the crime scene. Well, I guess there hasn't been a crime per se, but there's ghosts. Hi, it's me, Larry. Well, I did not do it. Huh? The noises are not coming from me. Larry, did not make those spooky noises. That's like more suspicious somehow. What? Are you even listening? I said I didn't make the noises. No, I heard. I don't like being accused like this. I'm not accused. Oh, you're not? That's such a relief. You're gonna ask me questions. Yeah, ask me them. The questions, I mean. This person is very intense. All right, I'm gonna ask about the noises. They're not coming from Larry, I can tell you that much for free. Firstly, I am not the one making them. Yep. But I know where they're coming from. What? They're coming from the cave in the forest. Why haven't you told anyone? Oh, is there no game audio? Oh, I didn't realize it was quiet. It looked normal on my end. I'll pump it up to the maximum. Here it comes. Brace yourselves. It might be loud. Or it might not. I have no way of knowing. Because the sounds are different for me than they are for you. Let me know if this is good. It's reading pretty loud now. I'm pumping it. They say stuff like, well, Larry, if you won't listen to us, we won't listen to you. Which is so weird because I do listen. I am a really great listener. So how do we get into the cave? Well, I I need a few things. To get through there, you'll need some sort of explosive device. That's safe? We're dealing with ghosts here, Detective. None of this is safe. Anyway, I'll need a few things. I looked up an explosive recipe in one of the old chemistry books. I need toothpaste, some wool, a chunk of pure gold, and some pasta. Well, we know where the pasta is, and the toothpaste. Oh, so the normal explosive ingredients then. Just the standard explosive recipe. Yes, if you want into that cave, bring me those ingredients. I'll do my best. Ask me them, the questions I mean. Okay, so we know that we need to make an explosion, and this person is the one to do it with the ingredients. I need to find wool, toothpaste. What were the other things? I've already forgotten. Oh, pasta, and something else. Okay, so once I collect all the items from the other quests, I'll bring them back to Larry. Gold, yes, gold. Okay, there's the main man. I'm gonna wait till the end to interview that perp. It's Mouse the Mouse Mouse. Hello, Mouse. I see you've got a, what is that, a flask of some variety? You're a scientist for sure. Hello there. And hi, folks who are coming in. How you doing? We're playing Frog Detective today. Oh, it's Mo. Hello, Mo. Hi. Hello. Are you okay? Yes. Are you sure? Well, I've just never talked to a detective before. I've heard so many nice things about you. I don't want to be embarrassing. If I am embarrassing, that would be very bad. You're not embarrassing. That is very good news. But the conversation isn't over. There's still time. I have to be careful. Oh. Well, is it okay if I ask some questions? You have some questions? Questions, yes. Okay. So Mo is nervous. Probably just shy, if I had to guess. They seem like they have some social anxiety, to which I can relate. Okay, you're nervous. You seem very nervous. May I ask why? Because of the detective thing. I told you. I am afraid of detectives? Maybe when I was a kid I had a bad dream about a detective. Something like that. I don't know. I'm so sorry to hear about that dream. What? Oh, I didn't actually have a dream about that. Oh yeah, I gotta change my guy to a controller guy. Actually, I think I still have my controller guy around here somewhere. It won't animate when I talk, but it'll look more lore appropriate. Let me find my little man. There he is. Drink me down, tip me over, and pour me out. Now I just get rid of this one. And we're in the money. Okay. So why are you so afraid of me? Fossil Detective, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Abby. Fine, you've worn me down. Damn your extreme detective skills. I'm nervous because of Mystery Monkey. Mystery Monkey's a huge fan of your blog, so I don't want to make a fool of myself in front of you. I just think Mystery Monkey is super neat. And I don't want to be embarrassing in case I mess everything up. Oh. Well, is there anything I can do to help? There's a dance competition coming up tomorrow. I want to compete and show Mystery Monkey that I'm really good at dancing. But I don't know what style of dance will
Matt
impress them.
squared, many Matt, gamer Matt, art Matt, Matt.
Thank you, Lion. I appreciate that. But I don't know what style of dance will impress them. Could you ask Mystery Monkey and find out? I can give you this mouthwash in return. Boy, I almost fell over my tongue and onto the ground. Sure thing, I'll do my best. Questions, yes. Okay, this bottle. This must be the mouthwash. It's my mouthwash. Don't stop making me say it. I'm happy to give it to you if you can find out what style of dance Mystery Monkey likes the best. I'll get to it, thanks. Okay. So now we can interview Mystery Monkey once more and find out about the dance style, but there's still a couple of... Are you also a detective? How dare you? This is my turf, bub. You have cool shoes, though. Whoa, power pose. Orbit. Ah, stop right there. Why? My shells! Don't step on my shells! Oh, I won't. We can't be sure of that. I guess not. They're very fragile and small. Aren't we all? I guess. Please be careful. Okay. Are you still going to stand like that? Yeah. Why? I'm alarmed. I'm on alert. I'm protecting my shells from dangerous frog feet. Wow. Sorry. I'm just worked up about my shells. I don't mean to be rude, but what shells? I can't see any shells. That's because they're small. How small? Too small for your weak magnifying glass. Wow. Sorry, but it's the truth. I had to get this one specially made for my tiny shells. Fine. Can I ask you some questions now? Ask me questions, just be careful. Okay, I'm not gonna ask about his tiny shells. You know anything about that cave? Huh? What? No. I'm not even sure it is a cave. Just looks like a pile of rocks if you ask me. It's a cave for sure. Well, I guess we'll just agree to disagree. It's literally a confirmed cave. Potato. Nobody pronounces it like potato. I do. Really? Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. I'll ask about your shells, I guess. Why don't you just get a bigger shell? Ha! Ha ha! You fool! Hey, sorry. It's just that there's not many big shells around here. If I could get one, sure.
Oh, so is he like Zesty with his shells? Are you gonna step on his shells once you move?
I wonder if I will. I'm very scared about these tiny shells. I don't personally think they exist. I'm on Frog Detective's side here. If I could get one, sure. This magnifying glass would be useless to me. But I don't see a big shell around here, do you? Okay, so we know where the big shell is. Once I get the magnet, I can get the big shell. I like the implication of the trade quest. It's one of my favorite video game things to do, especially in like old Zelda games, was to do those really long trade series to get like the Bigoron sword. Blah, blah. I feel like I just need to get to them last. Okay, so we have Mystery Monkey here, who I need to find out about their dance preferences. What would you like to know? Okay, so dance styles, my friend? Hey, so, you like dancing and, dance styles? I don't understand. I like dancing a lot, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, kind of. What type of dancing do you like best? Well, I basically only have one move. Yeah, but like, if you saw someone dancing, in what scenario would you most likely be like, this is such a great dance? What? I guess what I'm trying to ask is, what dance style do you like best? Oh, I think breakdancing is so neat. I saw someone breakdancing, wow, I would swoon. I would even go so far to say, if I saw someone breakdance, I would be so deeply impressed that I would want to hang out with them at all times forever. That's great. Sorry for such a strange question. That's okay, I'm sure it's important to the case. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye. Aha! Got myself a monkey fact. So now I can go back to mein Freund back here. Oh, look at the little dance. They're practicing their dance. I love you, Mo. some questions? Questions, yes. Okay, so dance style time. Hey, I talked to Mystery Monkey. Oh my gosh. Did you mention me? What did Mystery Monkey say? Does Mystery Monkey hate me? I'm so embarrassing. I didn't mention you. Ooh. Mystery Monkey likes breakdancing the best. Breakdancing. Think I can do that. Gotta start practicing now, though. Good luck. Thanks. Oh, here's the mouthwash before I forget. Cheers. All right, we got the mouthwash. I have to like shake my head when I say that, or else it doesn't come out properly. Okay, so with the mouthwash, we can get. Wait a minute. What have we here? Is this a Bruxner bug? Very good. Fresh X, I have come bearing gifts of freshness. Prepare to get yourself freshened, my friend. Alright, take it away, D-Tech. Mouthwash for you. I have some mouthwash for you. Amazing, thanks. Am I able to use your toothpaste? I almost forgot. Here you go, D-Tech. Okay. We've got the toothpaste. We are 1/4 of the way to victory. Who amongst us has a magnet? What about this person over here? Hey, wait a minute. That's a magnet. This might come in handy. That was so easy. There's just a magnet laying around. Didn't have to ask about dance styles or nothing. What do we got here? Notes. Some hole. Noises. Need some tomatoes for soup. Who is ghosts? I'm not qualified. I see. This opens a dark mystery. Oh, I love this one. This is a Poggers right here. Woo! Got ourselves a gamer. Okay, looks like Koala's been doing some drawing. Remember, do not split up when searching for ghosts like in Scooby-Doo. I mean Scobby-Doo. Good advice. Who took my sunglasses? Give back. And now over here we've got science line, don't go in. I see. They've got it taped off on all sides but one. I'm in. Should have listened to the sign. It's fair. Noodle? Hey! How's it hanging? Yeah, fine, I guess. Bored, mostly. Bored? That's suspicious. Suspicious? Why? Surely you can't just say I'm suspicious. There's no rule against it. I'm not being suspicious at all. I guess not. Sorry for calling you suspicious. That's okay. Why are you bored? Isn't hunting ghosts supposed to be exciting? For the first week, sure. Not now, though. I've been at this post the entire time. I'm shedding everywhere. Gross. I know. You mind if I ask you a few questions? Ask away. Aha. Sheeps have wool. Detective, activate. Why are you shedding so much? I haven't had a trim in ages. It's so yuck. Split ends everywhere. Do sheep get split ends? I'm usually getting cut once a week, but it's been 2 weeks now. Yuck. It's so gross. Totally fine. Thanks for trying to spare my feelings, but there's wool everywhere. I think everyone's grossed out by it. Aw, surely that's not true. Yeah, maybe not. But it feels true in my heart. I think most people like wool. It's used for so much stuff, like explosives. Like what? My jumper's made out of wool. Huh, are you for real? Yeah, that's weird. It's weird that you're wearing my hair. Wool is pretty gross. That's why I keep mine short. I don't think wool is gross at all. Okay, but what if I wore a coat made of your slime? What? Ew. Gross, right? Sure, but slime is kind of gross anyway. And I'm saying that as someone who is very slimy. Wool is worn by most people. Well, this is the first time I've heard of someone wearing wool. I think that makes you the weird one. Plus, I'm pretty sure the shirt you're wearing is wool. What? I'm wearing another sheep's hair? I'm pretty sure, yeah. Gross! I'm happy to take your wool away from you if you'd like. I mean, your own wool, not your shirt. Ugh, yes please. But you'll need something to clean it up with. Like a broom or like fire. Cool, okay. I probably won't use fire. Okay. Can't believe I'm wearing wool. What if it's Barney's? Mind if I ask more questions? Ask away. Okay, I'm not going to ask about the hole right now because I want this wool. Do I actually have to get something to clean it, I wonder? Okay, I might need another item. There's probably soap somewhere in this cursed earth. But first, magnet time. Give me a shell, buddy. Always with the questioning. Anything you need to know? Here's your magnet. I brought you a magnet. What? Like a real one? You for real? Yeah. This is a dream come true. Thank you so much. No problem. In return, I'll give you this big shell from Metal Gear. I don't need it anyway. Great, thanks. Wow, a real magnet. For someone who wants to attach themselves to a boat, they're holding the magnet very wrong. Okay, I've got the big shell, and now we're gonna go over to you. Assume the pose. Always asking questions. Ask me questions, just be careful. Okay, big shell. I have a big shell if you want it. What? How? It's a long story. Oh, in that case, I don't care. I hate stories. Okay. Anyway, I totally want the shell. Can I swap you for it? I have this magnifying glass to look at the tiny shells, but I won't need it now that I have this big shell. Cool, thanks. You're still standing weird. I'm still on alert. Here's the magnifying glass. Okay. So now I've got the powerful magnifying glass. Can't tell if it changed my current magnifying glass, because I don't remember exactly what that one looked like, but... A broom! Yoink. Oh, a broom. Got a broom. Look at this little friend. Oh yeah, the tiny shells. They're supposed to be over here, right? I don't see any tiny shells. Higher. On the rock? On this rock?
Bada bing, bada broom.
How right you are, old friend. How right you are. What was I doing with the broom? Oh yeah, the broom back here. Do I take the broom to you? Hello. I may not have all the answers, but go ahead. Ask away. Broom. I'm just saying broom. Hey, I got that broom ready to clean. Yes, amazing. Thanks, detective. Can I keep this broom? Absolutely. Can I keep your wool? It's still weird. But yeah, knock yourself out. What? I mean, like, take all the wool you want. Not physically knock yourself out. Whew. Okay. Got the wool, all I need is the gold. I feel like the king of this island is going to be the one with the gold. It's finally time to talk to our prime suspect. Alright, weirdo. Wow, who are you? With the Y almost went into the Waluigi voice or Wario voice. Wow, who are you? But I could not keep that voice up. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm the frog detective, here from the agency. Oh, okay. Don't sneak up on me like that. I was visible for the entire approach. Well, fine. I guess I Just don't look so spooky. Okay, I'll do my best. Sorry I'm so cranky. I haven't slept in 2 weeks. I'm Martin, king of the island. You're a king? Well, when I got here, there was no one else on the island except for me and Finley, so I thought it was fine to declare myself king. Finley? I don't think Finley cares about that sort of stuff. Finley mostly cares about the dance competition. No, I meant to ask, who's Finley? Oh, okay then. Do you mind if I ask a few questions? Go ahead. Okay, let's finally get the info on who Finley is. You mentioned your friend Finley. Who's that? Finley lives on a nearby island and comes to visit every few days. The last time I saw Finley, she was talking about the songs she wanted to dance to for the competition. Her moves are pretty amazing, not like me. You'll probably win. I haven't seen her in a while, but she's probably still prepping for the competition. It's tomorrow. Not that I'll be able to compete, but what's with this whole spooky situation going on? Or what with this whole spooky situation going on? Okay. So very distressed about lack of sleep. I can relate to this. Let's ask about the noises. Can you tell me about the noises and where they're coming from? Not exactly sure where they're coming from, but I know they're coming from a ghost. Now, how do you know for sure? I have a book about ghosts. It's called The Ghost Guide, Foolproof Ways to Detect a Spirit. I read most of it. Anyway, in the book it says that most ghosts can't be seen, and get this, I haven't seen a single ghost yet. The proof is all there. I mean, that's pretty irrefutable. What about your nerves? You seem super nervous. Is there anything I can do to help? Just the ghost getting me down. I haven't been able to sleep. Kind of annoyed too, because I usually love hearing stories about ghosts. I read all about them on the cyberweb.com, but now I'm a living one. Well, I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of things. Bottom of the grave, more like. What? That made more sense in my head. I guess I mean, like, we'll probably die before the mystery is solved. That's very dark. Dark, just like the conclusion to this tale. Sorry if I'm being dramatic. You know I'm a good detective, right? I've solved every case I've taken on, except the mystery of how to put a hat on. My head is a strange shape. It really is. The point is, you're safe. I'm gonna find the culprit. The best thing you can do is sit and relax. Everything will be okay. I don't feel okay. I'm finding it really hard to calm down. I understand, ghosts are scary, but it might not be a ghost. You really think it's not a ghost? I don't know for sure. Oh. Let's try a visualization exercise. What's a visualization exorcism? The thing where we pretend. Imagine you're on a beach, surrounded by calming waves. You can feel the cool breeze on your face. The waves slowly move in and then move out. It's a safe beach. What beach is it? This beach. This isn't a safe beach. There's a ghost here. No, the ghost is on holiday. Oh, okay. Where is it? On a road trip. Cool. Can we visualize that we're on a road trip instead? But the ghost is on the road trip. Great point. Continue. Anyway, the waves are coming in and out slowly. There's nothing to worry about. No ghosts around at all. The ghost is on a road trip. Yep. Nothing to fear. A nice sandy beach. Just me and the ocean. How do you feel? So relaxed. Great, me too. Thanks so much, Detective. That's okay. I want to give you something as thanks. Perhaps a piece of my crown. Gold, 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 gold. Yeah, I'm extremely hype for FD3. I'm ready to go. I'm excited to play through 1 and 2 here and get myself prepped. Gotta get caught up on all the lore. I'll scour the Frog Detective wiki after this to get all the backstories. It's made of pure gold. Why? I like gold. Okay. Got questions for me? I don't think so. What's FD3? FD3 is Frog Detective 3. This is FD1. Yeah, we're currently on the very first Frog Detective game. But they come in a bundle on Steam. So I have Frog Detective 1 and 2, and I will be playing through both of them on stream. Okay, so I don't have any more questions for this very anxious friend. Oh, cool bed. Always good to take a rest. Why not put down your controller and go outside? It's like those old Nintendo Wii messages urging you to leave the system behind. Now, there's nothing out here, is there? No secrets. Who's that? Hey. Did y'all see that? Uh-huh. Some kind of mysterious, spooky mole. I have a feeling we'll be seeing them pretty soon. Give me that pasta. Yum, but it's not mine. But I want it to be mine. Can I have this pasta? Aha! I have a spare magnifying glass if you're interested. Interested? Are you kidding me? There's very literally nothing I want more. Well, here you go. This is the best day ever. All my dreams are coming true. Is there anything I can do to repay you? Do you need any help with your secret agent business? Again, not a secret agent. Fine, fine. I could give you my lunch. Oh, what's cooking? Pasta, as always. There's one thing I love apart from the thrill of secrecy. It's pasta. Anyway, my appetite is satiated from the deliciousness of this magnifying glass. That's a weird way to word that. Whatever. Would you like the pasta? Heck yeah. All yours. All right, we have got the pasta. So now you know what it's about to be. It's about to be explosions time. I want some pasta too. Abby, favorite kind of pasta? Let me know. Rest of chat, also sound off. Favorite kind of pasta? I have my own. It's much maligned, but I love it dearly. Bow tie. Love a bow tie. I love a lot of different pastas though, but mostly bow tie. All right, it's time to make this explosive. Wait, do I not have all the ingredients? Oh yeah, here we go. Let's make some dynamite. Let's see. Wow, you got everything. Yep. Amazing. Shall we make some dynamite? Yes. Oh, egg noodles are so good. Penne also very good. I love a tube pasta when I'm having pasta with like a meat. If I have, or like a chunky vegetable. Whenever there's something other than the pasta that is as big as the pasta, I like a tube of pasta, if that makes sense. I feel like equivalent size shapes are very satisfying to have together. Also, tube pasta, great at holding the sauce. Nice. I'll cook up some dynamite and we can get exploding, baby. All right, we're about to be getting exploding here. A loading screen. It's time for a cinematic sequence. Well, this is it. Yep. Time to blow this cave up. Larry, explosives are dangerous. Sorry. Time to carefully blow this cave up. Thanks. No worries. Oh, I'm nervous. Me too. And I'm not even coming into the cave. You're not? I don't like dark spaces. I'm a sunny boy, baby. I'm not a baby. Sorry. Anyway, good luck. Look after yourself in there. Thanks, Larry. Let's do this. And me and Larry really became fast friends. Whoa! Gotta ask Grace if she mocapped that. Some very good animations on the fall down. We're in a spooky old cave. Oh, this kind of reminds me of the caves in Chicory with the glowy mushrooms. Is there a ladder down here? I'm so scared. There's no chill, like, lounge jazz in here. It's just the terrifying sounds of hollow nature. Oh, wait. There's some jaunty tunes. Hello? Oh. Excuse me. Sorry to intrude. Terribly rude of me. Hello? Oh, hi. Hey, it's Finley. Who are you? Are you a ghost? What? I don't think so. Are you sure? Yep. That's great. You're not wrong. So, who are you? Finley. Who are you? The detective. Howdy. Wait a minute. Finley. I know that name. I'm pretty well known around local dance circles. That's not it. Oh, you're Martin's friend. Yeah. What are you doing down here? Practicing for the dance competition. It's tomorrow. How long have you been down here? Geez, like 2 weeks, I guess? Didn't even realize. Haha. Wait, 2 weeks? Have you seen any ghosts around? No. Just me down here. Does Martin know you're here? I don't think so. He never comes down here. Really? Why not? He thinks every dark space is haunted. He reads all those ghost books and thinks there's a ghost in every crevice. Good for me, though. Perfect spot to train. You've been dancing for 2 weeks straight? Yeah. Aren't you tired? I mean, I take naps. And these mushrooms are super nutritious. Gross. Mushrooms are disgusting. Oh, Abby, you must love that part. You're a mushroom hater, right? That's your opinion, detective. No, it's a fact. Okay. Anyway, Martin's been super spooked out because he's been hearing weird noises all over the island. Any idea what the noises could be? I've been listening to my radio while dancing. This cave has a lot of holes. The sound from your radio could easily travel up to the surface. It sounds super warped, too. You know you've been trapped in here, right? The cave has been blocked off by rocks. Wait, is it not Finley that we saw by the water? Huh, really? Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, you could have died. Then I'd actually be a ghost. Didn't even think of that. Yeah. Anyway, we should head back up to the island. Yep. You want to have a mushroom poll? Absolutely. 1 second. Mushrooms. Yeah or nah? All right. I have started a poll for mushrooms. I'm a huge mushroom fan. Finley? Hi, Martin. Hi. Hey. Hi. What are you doing here? I was in the cave. You... what? How did you get in? Been sealed up for weeks. 2 weeks to be exact. Wait a minute. As it turns out, there was never a ghost. It was Finley in the cave all along. She was so wrapped up in practicing, she didn't even notice the cave got caved in. The noises from her radio carried up to the surface and sounded super spooky. But my ghost books. I was so sure it was a ghost. Nope, just me. It just goes to show you should never trust books. Always use the internet instead. Haha, yeah. Books are, without exception, factually inaccurate. Yep. Grace! Hi there. Apologies for the interruption. I hope you're enjoying the game. This is my Grace impression. I hope you're enjoying the game. I won't keep you for long. While I agree with the detective on most issues, there are contexts in which books can be very useful and informative. It's important to check the validity of the author's sources and to check the book is up to date. The internet can also be a useful place to find information. Please, yeah, put Grace's in the chat, everybody. We love Grace here very much. But make sure you're getting your information from a trusted site. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of the game. So anyway, as I was saying, books have no place in our society. Sure thing, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for opening my eyes to the uselessness of books. You're very welcome. So, just to be clear, you were practicing for the competition this whole time? Yep. I'm in it to win it. Still not entirely sure what this dance competition involves. Dance competition. Best dancer wins? Who else is competing? That's a good point. Just us, I guess. Don't forget Mo the Mouse. Who? One of the ghost scientists. The what? Don't worry about it. I think we need more entrants. I know a few hardworking friends who could use a good boogie, but they won't be here tomorrow. Well, let's move the dance competition to today. Yeah. Before we dance, I just want to say, thanks for solving the mystery, Detective. Hey, no problem at all. I had a lot of help. Larry figured out where the noises were coming from. Larry? Is that the lobster? The one that talks over everybody? Yep. Well, I'll give my thanks to Larry too. So, shall we boogie? Let's go. Whoa. These fools are boogieing. It's a solid boogie. Come on. Yeah, Frog Detective don't even give a care. Got the magnifying glass in hand. Just going for it. See some hype in chat. We just finished Frog Detective 1. And we're only an hour in, which means we can go right into Frog Detective 2. We got plenty more time on the clock. Okay, I think we practiced enough. Wait a minute, who's judging? I'll do it. I didn't realize the text would autoplay at this point. Ooh, got that magnet going. Got the magnet, got the shell. Everyone's got a special item. The sheep got rid of some of their item. I was kind of surprised they didn't have the broom. Oh, there goes Mo. Break it down, Mo. Doing some robotic moves. Monkey time. Ooh, Martin. Serving it. Yeah, truly. I feel exactly the same way. I miss like being around people and dancing. There's always a really fun part about going to like comic shows or just having a whoa, Fresh X is huge. Frog Detective working those shoulders. Beautiful. Pick the winner. It's up to me to decide. Well, I feel like it's only fair that all of us should. Although I will say, for the polls, you can only do 5. I think you can only do 5 responses. First of all, I'm gonna check the mushroom poll. Overwhelmingly, yeah, good. Glad to see it. But in chat, tell me who you think should win. Everybody tell me your favorite while I turn on my air conditioner. Seen some love for Larry, seen a lot of love for Mo. Yeah, I agree. Mo's got the stuff. Let's see it, Mo. Oh, look, there's roses in the trophy. Yay! This was such a sweet game. Thank you, Grace, for making this wonderful game. Thank you and the entire staff of Frog Detective. And like I said, we're just going to jump right in to Frog Detective 2. Because I need to know what happens next. Frog Detective. Is this going to be a teaser for the next adventure? All right, a little bit later. Aw. Remember the time that we were there? Wait, who took this picture? If we're all dancing, it was a ghost. Ring, ring, ring. Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency, Frog Detective speaking. How may I help you? Detective. Supervisor. Great work on the Haunted Island mystery. Thank you, I tried really hard. I don't think even Lobster Cop could have solved that one. I think you're underestimating Lobster Cop. You're probably right. Anyway, I saw you busted a groove at the dance competition. Yeah, where did you see that? It was on TV. Every channel. Every channel. In HD. Cool. I didn't even see any cameras. Well, you certainly impressed the public. My phone has been ringing off the hook. Mostly the calls are about your dancing, but I did get one call about a case. Have you heard of Warlock Woods? I haven't. Well, there's something very strange going on there. They need our best investigator on the job. Lobster Cop wasn't available? Nah. Can you handle another case, detective? I can handle anything. Frog Detective will return in The Case of the Invisible Wizard, and then a little drawing of a wizard. Intrigue. Also, further evidence of ghosts. Frog Detective didn't see a single camera there on the beach, yet there was a photograph hanging on the wall. FrogDetective.net. Wonderful. Can I get a little Chivo? The dialogue in this game is objectively hilarious. And the music is amazing. All right, so I'm going to quit this game. I'm going to open up FD2. Let me go into my Steam. Frog Detective 2. The Case of the Invisible Wizard. When did he start doing games? Just now. Just now. I'm excited to do more games in the future. It's a nice break. I was feeling a little headachy today, and not quite up to doing a lot of staring at a thing doing art. So this feels so nice to just kick back and relax with everybody and have a few laughs over a video game. So I'm going to open up this here vidya game. Boop. Oh. It's playing in full screen. Oh dear. I did not mean for this to play in full screen. It looks so beautiful though. Should be okay. So let me get the video game up on the screen here. Game capture. The other stuff I play on the reg is mostly sort of live games. So I play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. I play Genshin Impact from time to time. Fortnite every night with my friends. It's a really good like kick back and laugh a lot on the nightly. So I'm gonna capture Frog Detective Haunted Island. No, not Haunted Island. I want the other one. Don't I? Yes. Let's see if this works. Does not. Okay, I think I found it. This game is so much bigger. We shrink it down. Playing in widescreen this time. Watching me play Monster Hunter would be an abject lesson in frustration, I think. Because I'm not like a hardcore bad butt gamer. I'm very casual with my games. Alright, so controller's working. Let me know if you hear the sound. I'm gonna turn it up even more because it seems like it's kind of quiet on y'all's end. Okay. New game. Let's jump right in. Ah, they've updated it so it's got the button prompts. Oh, this takes me back. Do you guys remember when we did this so long ago? Feels like a million years ago now. Okay, I can't do that yet. Ring, ring, ring. Oh, I love Donut County. Wonderful game. Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency, Frog Detective speaking. So I assume this is going to be what the epilogue was from the last game, except now in glorious, ultra wide. Hi, Detective. Hi, Supervisor. Why'd you hang up on me? Huh? We were talking just a moment ago, but a new... Oh, this is awesome. This is like a direct sequel, like seconds after we hung up. That's incredibly funny. I'm sorry to like pause the flow of this conversation, but that's a very good joke, Grace. We were talking just a moment ago about a new case. The one at Warlock Woods, right? Yeah. I hung up because I got too excited about solving another mystery. That's understandable. Can turn the game down a little bit? Okay. I cranked it up like to the absolute maximum, so that makes a lot of sense why it would be loud. It's so hard to gauge how loud it sounds for everybody. That might still be a bit loud. Let me know how this sounds. Sayajina, thank you so much for that Prime sub. I really appreciate that very much. Okay, that's understandable. What can you tell me about this new case? It's a doozy, Detective. Hold on to your hat. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Momo! Thank you so much. I've turned the game up just a skosh again. Sorry, anyway. Warlock Woods is a fairly small town up north. They don't get many visitors around there. A couple of days ago, a new resident moved in. A shy gal, doesn't like to be the center of attention. Anyway, she settles into this new house and doesn't go outside to greet anyone. The residents of the town feel like they need to welcome her properly, so they organize a welcoming parade. I need the supervisor to have a slightly different voice so I can differentiate him from the Frog Detective. Great idea. Absolutely. But someone in the town seemed to think otherwise. Last night, the parade decorations were destroyed. What? I know, right? So rude. Nobody has any leads on this case. They dunno who done it. That's where you come in, detective. That's me. I'm the detective. I'm aware. Warlock Woods is a magic town, so it's not the easiest place to get to. You need to take an enchanted cart to the end of the line and then travel the rest of the way on foot. Too easy. You'll need to question everybody to get to the bottom of things. Do you think you can solve the mystery? Yep. Great. Hop to it. Haha. Oh, I forgot to mention. The new resident of the woods is special. She's invisible. Ah, that was loud. And a wizard. An invisible wizard. Cool. What's the relevance of her being invisible? Nobody knows what she looks like, so they're really excited to find out. Hence the parade, and the decorations, and the celebrations. They want her to be unvisible. De-invisibled. Visible. Exactly. Anyway, do you have everything you need? I have my shoes, my jumper, my pants. I think I'm missing something. Your magnifying glass, of course. It's on the table next to the door. Once you pick it up, you'll be ready to solve the mystery. Thanks, Supervisor. Good luck, Detective. All right. So once again, we find ourselves in the mysterious room that has our solved cases on the wall. You know, this really implies that there's going to be a lot of cases all over these walls. Just hundreds and hundreds of cases in the future. Or maybe Frog Detective 3, because it's supposed to be the final chapter, I think, in the series. Maybe it'll just be a giant mural that spans across all of the remaining wall space, which would be very fun. All right, I've got my trusty magnifying glass. Can't solve mysteries without it. Well, maybe I could, but I wouldn't want to. Nice. Okay, so I can look through the magnifier with the right trigger. Let's look at our previous mystery. So for those who are just joining us for Frog Detective 2, this is from Frog Detective 1 when we solved the case and then had a big dance competition, which was very cute. And now we're going out for another mystery to solve the case of the invisible wizard. Whoa, we get to see the hallway. Whoa, we get to see Lobster Cop. Oh dear. Ooh, dearie me. Lobster Cop's here, everybody. Whoa, oh my gosh. All right. Hi. Ah, it's the famous Frog Detective. Famous? I'm not famous. Haha, perhaps not, but I'm sure you will be soon. Wow, I hope so. What brings you to my office, Detective? Well, I was just leaving my office, actually. I work next door, right there. Oh, I thought that was a cupboard. Nope, that's my office. I've been putting all my cleaning supplies in there. Yes, I've noticed. I'm in there working every time you do it. I even say, this is my office. And then you say, sure is, little cleaning frog. And then I say, I'm a crime-solving frog, not a cleaning frog. But usually you're gone already. Excuse my ignorance, Detective. I wasn't trying to offend. I'm a very busy boy, head full of mysteries. Sometimes I forget to be polite. If I was polite all the time, I would never have time to solve my crimes. I understand. Maybe that's why I'm not as talented as you, Lobster Cop. Oh yeah, I have to change the game on Twitch. I forgot that that's a fun thing I get to do. Let Let me do that really quick. Also, was the music really loud just now? It's super hard to tell. But I'm switching my twitching right now. All right, here we go. Changing game to Frog Detective 2, The Case of the Invisible Wizard. Stream updated successfully. Lobster Cop seems very braggadocious. Look at all those awards inside their office. Perhaps, but detective, you must keep trying and never give up. I can give you some tips if you'd like. Wow, yes please. Tip number 1, pay attention. You should make sure you are looking at things and paying attention to words. Yes, quite right. Tip number 2, everyone is a suspect. Even you. I will suspect myself much more from now on. Good call. Tip number 3, carry a notebook. Oh, I'm not really big on books. They are, without exception, factually inaccurate. Detective, don't be foolish. A book you write yourself cannot be factually inaccurate if you are writing the facts. I suppose you're right. I don't have a notebook, though. Well, it's your lucky day. I have a spare notebook on my desk. You can decorate it and use it all you like. Wow, really? Yep. There are stickers you can use, too. I bought them with all my crime-solving money. Cool. I'll let you get to it, detective. Head into my office when you're ready to decorate. Okay, thanks, Lobster Cop. Well, well, well. Stickers. This is grade 2 all over again, when all I wanted in life was the puffy stickers. I wanted those puffy stickers so bad. Which stickers should I pick, and where should they go? Alright, we're gonna be here for a few hours, folks. I think we'll go for kind of a beautiful nature theme. We've got a crocodile here. And I'm gonna put some boots. Put some boots on those. Yeah, that's a good look. It's a very good look. And then the crocodile gets a little trofo here because they're the best. Crocodile. And their friend's a worm. And the worm goes over here. And the worm is in love. It's kind of a workplace romance in the bog. And they're in love with the crocodile. But the crocodile doesn't know. So it's kind of like a one-sided thing. It'll all come to a head later on. It's very difficult, you know, these workplace romances. And then we're going to have this plant, which is kind of over in the corner. Just waiting to get watered. The worm wants to dress to impress, so they've got this lipstick. And they're putting it on their lips. There we go. And then a sensible breakfast is really important. So we're going to put this fried egg over here. But oh no, there's a bird coming in, swooping in to get that breakfast. And little does the worm know, but the crocodile's eye is about to be caught by that bird. And they're going to fall in love. It's going to be difficult. I'm also going to put a heart. Ooh, not a bug. A heart over here. A classic love triangle. And then, I don't know, like a star. I'm done. Good book? Yep. All right, got myself a notebook. And now, open your notebook with X. I'll do it. Oh, I see. It's square on my controller. So I can flip through with LB and RB. Whoa. There's so many pages in this thing. Wait, there's notes in the back. Okay, so we've got Lobster Cop. Maybe Lobster Cop made up the crime to give me a challenge. That's really nice of him. Also very unlikely. Needs to figure out where to put cleaning supplies. Not my office. Hope I get a trophy one day. Okay, so we're trying to like cross ourselves off the... Hey, there's a sticker on the back. have a jumper, I have pants, I have a magnifying glass, I have a good attitude. I mean, that's it, right? That's all you need. Needs a holiday. Haha, just joking. Suspicious. This rocks. I love this notebook mechanic. All right, Lobsty. How's your book decorating coming along? It's right there on the desk, you know. I know, just taking my time is all. Well, I haven't got all day. Just kidding, I do have all day. Take as long as you need. Good joke. So, what is this? It's a garbage summoning circle? Okay, that's the time that Lobster Cop was hanging out with aliens. That's the case of the botanical gardens. Lobster Cop having lunch with my parents? Huh. Hanging out with a ghost? E. All right, I'm out of here, Lobster Cop. See ya. Time to solve another mystery. All right, time to take the enchanted cart to the end of the line and then walk the rest of the way. Oh no, a dulcimer chime. You know that's not going to be good. I do like this enchanted cart, though. Worm Club back at it again. The end of the line. We gotta walk the rest of the way. Back, baby. Susan. Ralph. Andy. Mary. And several more characters. Still a good joke. Frog Detective 2. The Case of the Invisible Wizard. Here we go. Thank you, Grace. Let's get in there. Okay. Already it feels like a more intense atmosphere. So this is the aftermath of the failed welcome party. That much is clear to see. Hello. Oh my stars, it's you. It's me, the famous Lobster Cop. I really thought you'd be a lobster. No, I'm a frog. Yeah, why is your name Lobster Cop? I have to tell you something. I am not Lobster Cop. Why not? I don't know how to answer that. Who are you? I'm the detective. Frog detective. I see. Was Lobster Cop not available? Unfortunately not. Well, I think you'll do just fine. Thanks. I'm Susan. Hi, Susan. Hi. I'm the one that contacted the agency, which I think you'll find excludes me from being a suspect. Oh, I didn't know that's how it worked. You should know these things, detective. I'm sorry. It's okay. I think you should still question me, though, to remove all doubt. Okay. Question me all you like. Very sus. Very sus. Okay, about the wizard. Do you know the wizard personally? Nobody knows her personally. Well, not here at least. Not me. Right. But I had a lot to do with the organization of the parade. And I was the one to start the investigation. You mentioned that. It's worth bringing up again. So you were fine with her moving to town? Absolutely. That old house has been empty for years, and it's really nice someone wants to live there. It needs a lot of fixing up, but it'll look nice soon, I think. Plus, it's always exciting to have a new neighbor. Sure is. Put up a sign I made for the wizard, but it got knocked down last night. I'm feeling pretty sad about it, if I'm honest. I know you're here to solve the mystery, but I just need to tell someone how I feel. You can talk to me about it. Thank you. I'm not a professional sign maker yet, but I worked really hard on this sign. Really, I struggle to understand why someone would knock it down. It feels so heartless, and now I'm not sure who to trust. I thought everyone here would be thrilled to have a new neighbor. It's a tricky situation for sure. Some people are protective of their communities and think new people are going to change things for the worse. But that's almost never the case. New people make places better because they bring new perspectives, especially in small communities. Very true, Frog Detective. Hopefully it's just a misunderstanding or a mistake. I like to believe people are good. That being said, I'm treating everyone as a suspect. But not me, right? Even you, especially you. Especially me? Oh, no, sorry, not sure why I said that. But you're not off the hook just yet. Hook. That's it! Detective, could you please find me a hook? I could hang the sign back up with it. Oh, okay. I'll do my best. Question me all you like. Okay. Nothing else right now. I'll be back for you, Susan. I know that you want a hook, though. Susan. Motive. Maybe she didn't like her sign destroyed. Maybe she didn't like her sign, destroyed the parade out of embarrassment, needs something to fix her sign. Insists she's not suspicious, makes her much more suspicious than she realizes, upset about the parade being destroyed, oh, and something else, a third thing. But I guess that's the point of having the notebook. Oh, look at that cool picture in there. Dang, Susan's house is okay. Hello, Wizard. So true. Oh, got some chips here. What is it? They Yummy. Trademark. Somebody trademarked They Yummy. That must have been very expensive. Oh, what's this? I'm not sure why this pie is here, but it seems out of place. I'll hold on to it for now. Got a pie. Well, now I have a pie. Whoa, geez. Hello. Hello there, you. Hi. Hello. Wanna hop in? A little bit. But I'm on a case. Oh, cool. I'm Victor. Who are you? The detective. Is that your real name? Maybe. Cool, cool. Are you here to question me and stuff? 'Cause, like, I'm not suspicious. How do you know you're not suspicious? Well, I think I didn't do it. You think? Yeah, no one knows anything for certain these days. So why are you here swimming? I'm visiting my friend Naughty. Naughty. Oh. She's the only person I know with a hot tub. Plus, I heard there was gonna be delicious pies for the parade, so the timing was perfect. Where do you live normally? Over near Pumpkinville. Nice spot. I was just thinking of taking a holiday there at some point. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. So anyway, can I ask you some questions about the case? Yeah, whatever. Questions. Okay. Let's find out. Do you know much about the Invisible Wizard before you came here? Not really. I knew the parade was for her, but beyond that, I didn't know a lot. Annoying that they never threw a parade for me coming to visit. I'm super cool. Have you been here before? So many times. The first time they even threw me a parade. Very good joke. Okay, I take the parade thing back. Just pretend I didn't say that. Sure. Detective, I'm really bored of this conversation. I'm sorry if that's rude, but I have a new policy of being honest with people. Were you dishonest before? Yeah, I guess. I wouldn't tell people when they were boring me. I don't think that counts as dishonesty. So what am I supposed to do when people are boring? I'm not sure, but probably don't tell them. It would hurt their feelings. I didn't hurt your feelings though, did I? Well, I have to admit I was a bit hurt. I have a very exciting job, and I'm a frog, and I solve mysteries. I don't think I'm boring at all. Sure, but I've seen heaps of frogs before. Plus, I've solved my fair share of crimes. Which crimes? This one. You solved the crime already? Yeah. Ralph did it. How do you know? Good point. I haven't decided that bit yet, but it seems likely that he did it. What was his motive? His what? Motive? The reason for destroying the parade? Oh, I think it's because he has an eye patch on? I don't think that's a real motive. That doesn't make any sense. Now who's the rude one? This conversation isn't going anywhere. Neither are you, apparently. Not until I solve the mystery. I'm sorry for being rude, Detective. I mean it. I just get so grumpy when I'm hungry. Why don't you eat something? And get out of the hot tub? No, I must continue to soak. You could ask someone to get you something to eat. Like who? There's nobody here. I am here. Right, there I go being rude again. If you happen to find food, I would love to have some. In the meantime, I would like to apologize for being so rude. Please take 1 money as an apology. Well, you can have this lost pie. Here you go. Hello, Victor. I have a pie for you. Although, you shouldn't eat and also swim. You're gonna get a cramp. It's very dangerous. Detective, where did you find this pie? Found it on the ground. Sorry, Detective. You may have to speak up. These hot tub jets are mighty loud. I found this pie on the ground over there. Detective. I do not want to eat a ground pie. I have made a mistake. I'd say, maybe even 2. 2 mistakes? Yes, 1 mistake for giving me a dirty pie, and another mistake for giving me a pie that does not belong to you. That's right, Detective. Though I am visiting from out of town, I know that this is one of Mandy's pies. They are delicious. You just happen to find it on the ground. It can't be yours to give away, so I cannot accept it. You're right, Victor. I've made 2 mistakes. I'm sorry, and I am sorry. That's okay, Detective, but I'll be watching you. You should return this pie to Mandy. Okay, I'll do that. Achievement unlocked. Gross. A very good achievement. All right, Victor, time to write you up, buddy. Hadn't eaten. Could have just been jealous of the parade. Needs something to eat. Notes. Such a rude individual. Perhaps only rude because of hunger, but maybe just rude in general. Doesn't live here, only visiting. I want to visit Pumpkinville. Knock, knock. Hello. Oh, that picture. Yes. Yes. Gosh, greyhounds are so cute. This one in particular. Hello, little frog. I'm Ralph. Why are you yelling? I'm just making sure you can hear me. I can hear you. You don't have to yell. You're very small. Might be difficult for you to hear. I'm small, but I'm also very close to you. Being small isn't the same thing as being far away. Are you sure? You can hear me at this volume? Yes. Weird. I'm the detective. I'm here to solve the mystery. Really? Yes. But you're so small. I am of average frog height. Can I ask you some questions about the case? Questioning me, huh? How do you feel about the wizard moving in? It's nothing against the wizard, but I've been living with my friend Carlos for a while now, and our space is big. But I would really like my own home. Oh. I'd been eyeing off that old house for ages. I feel like maybe that's an Australian expression. I thought maybe I'd move in one day. But the wizard got there first. Hi, Itachi. How's it going? I see. It's my fault, I guess. I shouldn't hold it against the wizard. This house is twice as big as all the other houses. You could renovate it and turn it into 2 houses. You could split it down the middle. Or have one house upstairs and one house downstairs. Like an apartment. That's a pretty cool idea. I like Carlos and everything, but I'm a private boy. I understand. I don't have any renovation supplies, though. I'll see if I can track some down for you. Thanks for your help, Detective. Maybe if I do a good job, I'll get my own building show. I'm excited to see it. I feel like I'll probably stream until this game is done, but we'll see how long this one is. The last one was about an hour, and I assume that this one will be, if not the same, then about twice as long. But I've never played it before, so I'm not quite sure. Okay, tell me about your eye. I don't know if this will be a sensitive subject. May I ask why you have an eye patch on? That's Ralph's business. Oh, it'd be really good for me to know why you have an eye patch. Sometimes a boy just wants to wear an eye patch. That shouldn't make me suspicious. You put it on for fashion? Kind of. Detective, I don't want to get into this too much, but I watched a movie last night about pirates, and I loved it. And there's another 3 left. 3 whole movies. Can you believe it? Sequels? Never heard of a movie having a sequel before. I know, right? Usually sequels are reserved for video games. Yes, it's extremely normal for it to have a video game sequel, especially for games with large audiences like the Toad Investigation series. Yeah, anyway, I was watching a pirate movie last night, that's where I was, and for that reason I've decided to wear an eye patch. Okay, I'll leave it at that. My thanks. Okay, so Ralph needs renovation supplies, which I'm sure will get written down in our notebook. In true pirate fashion, wanted to cause a ruckus. Needs supplies for building. Notes. Loves pirates. Eye patches cosmetic only. A private boy. Wants to renovate. Thinks I am too small. I am not. Okay. So that's the way out of town. So now we're gonna make the rounds again and let's talk to the middle folks. Hello. Can I get up here? Hello. Naughty. What? Huh? Who are you? The detective. Oh. I thought Lobster Cop was coming. Huh? What? Did you say something about Lobster Cop? No. But I heard... Can this frog read my mind? Why are you speaking like that? Like what? Like this. Whoa. Is this what telepathy is? Can you hear this, frog? You're saying everything out loud. Wow, this frog has a temper. Anyway, who are you? I'm Naughty. Okay. I'm the mayor of Warlock Woods. Okay. Was it you that asked for me to come? No. I would have asked for Lobster Cop. I really need to emphasize that I can hear you. Stop listening. Okay? Can I ask you some questions about the case? I guess so. Just tell me what you want to know. Okay, let's ask about last night, Miss Mayor. What can you tell me about last night? Nothing. Oh. But I can tell you about the wizard. I know basically everything there is to know about her. That's great. First of all, she's a wizard. Uh-huh. And she's invisible. Great. And she just moved in. Yep. And she's a wizard. I think you mentioned that. No, I don't think I did. Right, okay, sorry. It's fine. Anyway, tell me what you want to know. Okay, so, pretty much no clues from Naughty. Oh, super test, that sounds so good. Pasta with Alfredo sauce and mushrooms for dinner. Wherever did that inspired idea come from? So how do you feel about the wizard coming to live here? Oh heck, how do I answer this? Well, I'm happy she's here, but that house has been empty for ages. And I didn't know she was coming, right? Nobody told me, you see. Aren't you the mayor? I think so. Anyway, she kind of came at a weird time of night. And I thought that she was a ghost. Oh. Yeah, it was a bit messy. Oh? I tried to vacuum her up. With a vacuum. I put it on the highest setting. I just really went to town with the vacuum. I think I really freaked her out. And now she just won't come out of the house. Please don't put me in jail. You're not going to jail. Jail isn't real. But you should probably apologize. Okay, sorry, detective. I mean to the wizard. Right, yeah. That's why I was helping with the parade. To apologize. But she hasn't been out of her house. Also, the parade is ruined. See. This makes me sound really bad. I swear I wanted the parade to be lovely. As the mayor of the town, I booked a live band to play a song. But as you can see, the stage is gross and ruined now. The band is on their way and I have no time to fix it. They're a very famous band. I want to be as professional as possible. If only I had a rug or something to use, I could cover up the mess. But the town is in disarray. I don't have time to track one down. Oh no. Thank you for your concern. If you happen to find anything that would work, please let me know. Will do. Do you have more questions? Tell me what you want to know. Okay, so the mayor needs a rug. Here we go. Naughty. Motive. Tried to vacuum up the wizard. Maybe there's some history there. Needs a rug. Notes. Thinks I can read minds. I can't. The mayor? Hired a cool band to play the parade. Attacked the wizard. Tried to Luigi's Mansion that wizard straight out of here. Hello. It's Mandy. You're the detective, right? I'm Mandy. Hi, Mandy. Be careful where you step, detective. There's mess everywhere. I'm used to mess. Lucky you, I'm not. My shoes are brand new. I can't get them dirty. Why don't you change shoes? Detective, are you joking? I can't wear flats with this look. The proportions will be all wrong. Besides, these shoes are enchanted. Oh? I'm one of the few actual witches here in Warlock Woods. Most folks are just fans of the spooky, which is fine and all, but it means a lot of the cleaning work will be mine to do. Should have never learned that tidying up spell. It shouldn't take too long for me to clean up this mess, but first I need to find all my pies. What happened to your pies? Same thing that happened everywhere. Someone thought it'd be funny to knock them all over. It's so annoying. I spent ages making them. Wait, did they come with worms on top? Ah, I see. Well, do you mind if I ask you some questions? Tell me what you want to know. Okay, do you need help finding your pies? Yes! Detective, seriously. I seriously need help. Straight up, I can't see anything right now. These glasses are so dark, it's unreal. I'm such a dingus. This town is literally cloaked in eternal night. Why did I think sunglasses would be a good idea? They weren't a good idea. However, I don't regret it. They make me look amazing. Do you think I look amazing? Yep. Thanks, I do too. Worst purchase I ever made in terms of practicality, but it brings this look to a new level. I may be a dingus, but I'm a very stylish dingus. Honestly, same. What were we talking about? My outfit. No, before that? Pies. Right, you offered to help pick up my pies. I'm missing quite a few. If you could bring them to me, I'd be happy to clean them all up and give you one as payment. Okay, sounds fun. Neat. Thanks, detective. Tell me what you want to know. Okay. I only have one. I wonder how many pies there are. I'm gonna give one pie. That's all I have. Mandy, detective, I have found some of your pies. Wonderful. Now there's only 4 left to find. I'll hop to it. Okay, 4 pies for Mandy. A lot of pies. Let's go, Mandy. Needs help finding her 5 pies. Someone knocked her pies over. What a bummer. Schooled me about fashion. Fair enough. Real witch. Spooky. Hello, little bug. Little bug. Oh. You again. You again. But... Oh. Why, otter. Okay, looks like a bunch of stuff for sale. Hey, it's the toothpaste. And the trophy, and the shell. All my favorite items from the previous game. Oh, hey, a pie. Yoink. It's a lost pie. Got a lost pie. Boop. 3 more to find. I'm gonna search around for these lost pies before I talk to anyone else. Oh, there's one. Alright, put that lost pie in the old pie pocket. Pie. Oh, there's one. Just one more pie. Just one more pie. Where's it gonna be? Where is it gonna be? Oh, we can go inside this house. Oh no, wait, is this the wizard's house? Hello, is anyone home? Sounds like somebody's inside, but I shouldn't intrude on them. I'll come back another time. No, it's not the one that was already on the plate, although that would be really funny. Can I go inside another house? It might be inside that house that's closed that I'll come back to later. Oh, there it is. It's on top of this light post. Best at games. Eiffel art. That's why you come to this stream. I'm just an MLG pro. 360 no scope. Pie find. Speed run. Here are your pies, Mandy. Give item. Pies. Found all your pies. Ah, all of them? I think so. Yep, that looks like all of them. Wow. You must have searched far and wide. I searched this general vicinity, yes. Wowee. Thanks, detective. As promised, here's 1 money. Got 1 money. I don't think you ever promised payment, but thank you anyway. You're welcome. Oh, I'll give you a pie too. They're delicious. I'm not very hungry. You can hold on to it if you like. Nonsense. Take one and eat it later when you're hungry. Okay, sure, thanks. Thank you for finding my pies. Now, is this pie gonna be a legitimate pie that I can give to that rude man? Hey Kevin, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Come help me solve these mysteries. There's a lot of mysteries to be solved. Alright, can I give you a pie? Alright, time to give you a non-gross, non-ground pie. It's making me really rude. For example, I think your jumper is outdated. Okay, well, you don't have to... Victor, I'm not the most fashionable frog in the world, but I like this jumper. It's my favorite. You're right, it's retro, not outdated. I'm simply very hungry. I have a pie for you from Mandy. It's not from the ground? Nope, Mandy gave me a fresh one. Seriously? Score! Yep, please enjoy it. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. And I feel much less rude now. Really? Yep. You have beautiful eyes. Oh wow, thank you. It's true, and I think that color jumper suits you perfectly. You're making me blush. I should give you something in return for this pie. I have a spare party hat I'm not using. Maybe you could wear it. Alas, my head is simply too weird a shape. Well, hold on to it anyway. It might come in handy. Thanks. Oh, have a good night, Redbird. It's good to have you by. See you on Monday. Alright, so now we have a party hat. Let's see if any of these new friends need a hat. Hello. Mary. La. Ooh, la la la. Hello? Hello. Frog. Hello, what's your name? I'm Mary. Nice to meet you. You too. Did you like my song? Yep. I've been practicing all day and night. Oh, are you okay? I'm tired. Huh, maybe you should get some sleep. Maybe. You sing very loudly. Yep. I'm why everyone soundproofed their houses. That sounds expensive. Yeah, but it's not really my problem. I think I sound very good, even late at night. How late? I love to sing at 3 a.m. Wow. That's when my energy is the highest. Doesn't sound very healthy. My health is my business. Oh yeah, that's true. Sorry. That's okay. Maybe I should listen to some soft sounds before bed. Whisper, whisper. Welcome to my hair salon. Snip, snip. That will be 100 money. Just joking. Anyway, who are you? I'm the detective. Ooh, cool. Can you question me? Do you mind if I ask? Oh, yeah, sure. Oh boy, I love questions. Yeah, I was a big fan of that ASMR tangent. All right, about the wizard. What do you know about the wizard that moved in? Ha ha ha. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't actually hear you. I was asking about the wizard? Oh, yeah, there's a wizard. She just moved in. Why? I'm a detective. Right, this is part of the questioning, right? Yeah. Cool, cool. So I didn't do any crimes or anything, and I have the right to remain silent. Yeah, but do you want to remain silent? Literally never. So, like, I heard that Ralph was super weird about the new wizard moving in. Also, I heard that Mandy was in a bad mood the night that the parade was destroyed, and I heard that Naughty, like, attacked the wizard one time, and that's all, actually. Does this make me a snitch? I think so. Rats. Oh boy, I love questions. Don't worry, jail's not real. What were you doing when the parade was destroyed? Oh boy, yeah. Sucks that the parade was destroyed. Oh, we're doing questioning. What was I doing? Not much, just singing outside. You were outside when the parade was destroyed? Yeah. Did you see anything? Yeah. What did you see? Detective, have you heard of extortion? Yes. That's great news. Is it? Detective, I would like to extort you. I don't think that's legal. I'm above the law. Oh. Why are you extorting me? I would like 5 money for a train ticket. I don't have any money. Well, you best get some soon. What do you need a train ticket for? I want to go to Froggywood and become a star. Oh, that sounds exciting. I know, right? Sorry about the extortion thing, but I really don't have many other ways to get there. I figure if you get the money for me, I can finally go and live my dreams. La. What will you give me in exchange? Information. What kind of information? A phone number. Who am I calling? I can't tell you that. All I can say is that they were in the vicinity when the parade was destroyed. I don't think you'll be able to solve the case without this phone number. Hence, the extortion. Sorry. It's okay, we all get extorted every now and then. Yeah. Anyway, come back to me when you have my money. Oh boy, I love questions. Alright, so we need 5 money for Mary, the extortionist. Let's write some notes for old Mary. Perhaps the wizard's a better singer than her for motive. Needs 5 money. Notes. Sings really loudly all the time. Everyone soundproof their houses. Wants to be a big star. Is extorting me. I have never been extorted before. What a thrill. Alright, I think the last person to talk to is this friend here. Carlos. A customer. Welcome to Carlos's All Things You Could Need shop. Are you Carlos? Yes. Just like the name of the shop. That's me. Haha, how cool is that? The shop has my name in it. So cool. My company also has my name in it. What's your company called? Frog Detectives Crime Solving Agency. What's your name? Crime? No. I'm the Frog Detective. It's not really a name, though. More of a title. Oh, I suppose you're right. My shop actually has my name in it. Cool, I'm jealous. Thanks. Here in Warlock Woods, we are all our own biggest fans. Being conceited is a societal construct. We have rejected it. Hence, why my shop is so popular. I sell portraits, among other things. Hey, me too. Wow, that's great. My office neighbor, Lobster Cop, has a picture of himself right above his desk. You know Lobster Cop? Yep. Holy heck. I've been a fan forever. You know he solved the mystery of the Haunted Island recently? Oh, I don't think... It's actually me that solved it. Wait, really? It was all over TV. The dance competition had a lobster in it. Oh, you must be thinking of Larry. You mean small Larry? No, this was a regular-sized lobster. No. Larry's a regular-sized lobster. Not the Larry I know. Oh well. Agree to disagree. I really did solve that mystery. It was me, the detective. That's really cool. Thanks. So you're like the second best detective, I suppose? Yeah. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Okay. What would you like to know? Ooh, just about the night in question. Where were you last night? Just here in my shop. What about when you closed up? My shop doesn't close. It's 24 hours. What if someone needs a portrait of themselves at 4 a.m.? Oh, mood. Me. Same. This. You're open all the time? Sure am. Of course, I sleep and eat and look after myself. My customers simply wake me up if they need to buy anything. Where do you sleep? I sleep standing up. Years of training. I'm the most committed shopkeeper in all of Warlock Woods. Also, the only shopkeeper in all of Warlock Woods. Do you ever take breaks? Sometimes, but I really like it here in my shop. It's where I feel the most at home. The extreme shopkeeper lifestyle isn't for everyone, but I take so much joy from my work. Me too. Although, I must request that you look after yourself and close up the shop if you need a break. Okay, I promise. Anyway, did you see anything last night? Nothing particularly interesting. Why? The crime? Huh? I think I need to question you a bit more. Go for it. What would you like to know? Tell me of the wizard. What do you know about the new wizard what just moved in? Who? The invisible wizard that moved in literally next door? Wait, really? Someone moved in? Yeah. That place has been empty for ages. I gotta say hi. Well, the parade was meant for saying hi. Parade? The parade everyone's been prepping for? Wow, how nice. Can't wait. It was destroyed last night. What? This conversation is a roller coaster of information. I have literally no idea what's happening. You weren't involved in the decoration at all? Nope. Should I offer to help now? Wait, who is the parade for again? Is it for me? No, it's for the invisible wizard. She just moved in next door? Right. Okay. Oh dear. The party hats. Pardon? Every time we throw a parade, everyone has party hats to wear. Mine was ruined at the last parade. Yes, I have a party hat. I've been too busy working in my shop to buy a new one. Oh no. How embarrassing. You can't show up to the parade without one. Do you think it's too late to order one online? It'll be tight. You're right. Ugh, what should I do? Don't stress. I'll track one down for you before the parade starts. Oh my gosh, thank you, detective. In the meantime, I'll figure out a way to repay you. Unfortunately, I don't have any frog portraits just yet. Not a problem. What would you like to know? Have a party hat. 1 party hat for Carlos. Carlos, I have something for you. No way. It's a party hat. No way. Yes way. That's epic. That's honestly the most epic thing I've heard all day. Thanks, detective. Not a problem. Incorrect. It was a problem, and you solved it. Just like a true detective. Aw, thanks. You've made a fan out of me. Here, let me pay you for your work. Oh no, that's okay. Detective, I insist you take payment. 1 money should do it. How many money is that now? Did we have 5? Oh, I also found this rug out back. Not sure what use it is, but I figure you're good at solving these types of puzzles. I'll find a use for it, thanks. Well, I know where that rug's going. Best of luck solving the mystery, detective. Okay, so now we'll put Carlos in. So we've got 3 money. We'll probably get another money for giving the rug to the mayor. Mayor! Okay, could be worried that the wizard doesn't shop locally. That's a very good motive for a shop owner. Needs party hat done. Busy boy, works really hard. Doesn't know anything happened. Seems stressed about the parade. Doesn't have a hat. Oh no, I don't have a hat either. Could probably borrow one. Am I even invited to the parade? I hope so. Okay, so, ooh, man, just staring at us from the hot tub. Very intense. Hey, Naughty, can I talk to you from down here? Here is a rug, my friend. Great news. What is it? I have found you a rug. What? Holy guacamole. This is great news. Thanks for tracking it down. This should do the trick. Wow, looks just like new. Hopefully the band won't notice the mess. I don't think they will. They're in a fish tank anyway. Why? One guess. They're fish. Bingo. Wait, do you mean to tell me you got the most famous band of all time? The Market Buddies? Yep. They're on their way. Wow, I saw them live once and I was blown away. I can't wait. I'm excited too. I can't wait for the parade to begin. I better get back to work so I can solve the mystery before the parade starts. Before you go, I should give you something in return. Oh. I have some building supplies left over from when I made the stage. Booyah! Is that enough? Sure, thank you. All right, it's happening now. The domino effect is in full swing. +1 money. Oh, no, that's okay. It was simply a favor. Don't be silly. You worked hard to get me this rug. I insist. Oh, thanks. Oh, I really hope we're going to get 1 more money from giving the supplies. All right, we got the building stuff done. Long snoot. Good addition. Very important. Okay, building supplies for Ralph. Hi, Ralph. Hello, small frog. I managed to track down some building supplies. Oh, great. What exciting news. I'd love to use them if you're okay to hand them over. Of course. Ooh, nice Foley work. Excellent. Thank you so much. Of course, I must pay you for this. Oh, there's no need, really. Shh, I won't hear it. Please take a money. All right, we've got ourselves the last money. Also, I think you earned yourself the title of Honorary Pirate. Wow, really? Me, a pirate? Yes, you have the treasure collecting skills of the finest pirates. For this, I must award you a special prize. Here, take this hook. The hook. That's what we needed from the beginning. This is like a Mega Man boss rush. Also, I see that mole in the background. Don't think I don't see you back there, pal. You can use it on your hand if you want, or you can use it for something else. I'm not your dad. Not yet. Sorry, I didn't really know why I said that. All good. Enjoy the hook. Okay, so now I've got the 5 money, and I've got the hook. We are about to get unextorted. Let's take this over here real quick. And give money. Hi, Mary. Hey, detective, how's the extortion going? I think I've got your 5 money. Whoa, for real? I didn't think the extortion worked so quickly. That's excellent news. I'm really good at being extorted, I'll say. Anyway, do you have the information for me? Totally. Last night I saw the postman drop off a parcel. It was around the time the parade got destroyed. I couldn't see who he was giving it to, but it was someone here in town. Barney is the postman's name. He's a chill dude. I don't think he'd mind if you called him up. I have his number. May I have it? Absolutely. Okay, so now we've got Barney's phone number, the postman. Thanks for giving me this money. I'm really excited to visit Froggywood. I'm excited for you. Obviously, I have to wait till the parade is over. Of course. See you around, detective. Okay. I've got your hook. I'm back. You're back. Yep. I found you a hook. Oh, my stars. Thank you. I can fix my sign right away. That's okay. That's very funny. Just automatically, boop. I would like to repay you for this hook. No, that's okay. I got it for free. Nothing is free in this world. Just kidding. Our society is really progressive, and often things are actually free. As a sign of my gratitude, please feel free to use my house whenever you need. Now I can use the phone. I have a phone too. Great, I'll be sure to use it at some point. Thanks, Susan. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Here we go. Well, thank you, Bunny Castles. I'm glad you're having fun. Who should I call? Mysterious number. Hey, it's Barney. I have you on speaker. Hi, Barney. Hi. Who am I talking to? Lobster Cop. Wow, really? No, I was just tricking you. Rats. Who is this? Noodle? I'm the detective. I'm calling about an incident that happened last night at Warlock Woods. I didn't do it. Do what? Whatever you're calling about wasn't me. Are you sure? What did I do? Last night someone destroyed a parade which is being set up for the new resident of the town, the Invisible Wizard. I was told you were in the area when it happened. Oh yeah, I was there. Didn't destroy anything, if that's what you're asking. I was just delivering a parcel. Who were you delivering it to? What was her name? Oh, Lola. Huh, I don't think there's anyone in the town called Lola. Must have been someone who lives there. The address was on the parcel. Though I can't remember exactly which house it was, sorry. Do you remember where the parcel was sent from? Oh yeah, I deliver a lot of parcels from them. It was from the WizBay.net headquarters. That sounds really familiar. Where have I heard that name before? I know Mandy buys a lot of stuff from there, but this wasn't for her. Do you know what was in the package? Some sort of shoe, I think? Maybe 2? A pair of shoes? Did you get a good look at them? It was pretty dark. I have no recollection of really seeing anyone. Not even a face. Huh, weird. Warlock Woods is pretty dark, but I haven't had much trouble seeing anyone before. Me neither. It wasn't much more dark than normal either. All I remember is a blue dress with stars on it. I'm pretty stumped on this case, Barney. Do you know if there were any clues left behind? A signature on the delivery slip or something? I didn't get them to sign it. But I remember something dropping over at the entrance to the woods. I tried to call out and tell them, but they'd stumbled off before I noticed. The entrance to the woods, you say? I'll check it out. Well, well, well. It seems like all the clues are coming together. Accidentally crashed his van into the decorations, drove away without realizing, maybe? Notes, cool guy. Didn't see who he was delivering to. Lola, responsible driver, had me on speaker. I should search near the entrance to the woods. Okay. That's over here, you see. Glasses. For looking. This must be the thing Barney was talking about. They're glasses. Got some glasses. Oh, they have a name engraved on the arm. The Invisible Wizard. Well, this is the only clue left. I think I should try to return these to the wizard. You should be in the old house near Carlos's shop. All right, wizard time. Here we go. Hello? Is anyone home? I found these glasses. Oh, snap. I feel like we're about to go into the final cutscene. Everybody brace yourselves. Prepare for hype. This is the shootout sequence. Series of tight platform RPG elements. Gotta do a spin move. Oh, I see a wizard. Wait a minute. Also a pie in here? Is that a Dorito? Doritos on the floor. Hello. Dearie me. So many pies. Pies after pies after pies. I see you up there, Buggy. Doogada-doogada-doogada. Ooh, secret. So many pies and Doritos. Whoa. Non-invisible eyeballs and mouth. Who's there? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm the detective. Oh, thank goodness. You're here to solve the mystery? Yes. Okay. Well, I don't know where my glasses are. So solve that as soon as possible, please. Thanks in advance. I found your glasses, I think. Are these yours? Ah, I can see again. That was so quick. You should get a promotion. I don't remember calling a detective to solve this mystery, but I must have done. Otherwise, why would you be here, right? Haha. Yeah. Well, no. I'm actually here to solve a different mystery. Which one? I don't mean to ruin the surprise, but the town was setting up a parade for you. I'm sorry to tell you that last night someone destroyed it. I've been trying to figure out why. However, I've noticed that your house is littered with the decorations. Where were you last night? I was on Whizbay. I got some new shoes. I picked express delivery. They arrived last night. Oh, you're Lola? Yes. Back to my alibi. I went to pick up my shoes from the delivery guy, and then I dropped my glasses. Oh. And that's all I have to say about that. Are you sure? Yeah. I think someone else must have destroyed the parade. Perhaps one of my enemies. You have enemies? Yeah. Who? The guy. Evil guy. Sorry, what? Enemy, evil guy. My enemy? Evil guy. Yeah. Are you making this up? No, evil dude really is my enemy. Don't you mean evil guy? Evil guy. Your enemy. Yes. Where can I contact evil guy? Oh, he's not able to be contacted. He's very mysterious and is not available right now, or ever even. Anyway, he must have destroyed the parade. Case solved. We did it. Well done. Wow. Too bad he's not able to be apprehended, but at least we can continue with our lives. Lola, are you being dishonest? Yes. I'm really sorry. It was me. It was an accident, I swear. You destroyed the parade, didn't you? Wah. I didn't know the parade was for me. That's so nice. And I ruined it. When I dropped my glasses, I couldn't find my way home. I was bumping into everything. And what happened when you got home? I had some chips stuck to me, so I ate those. And then I just hid. Why didn't you tell anyone what happened? I'm so embarrassed about it. I only just moved in, and already I've made a big mistake. I'm a very shy lady, detective. I make myself invisible so no one can see me. That must have been why no one saw you last night. Yes, I suppose. Can you become not invisible? Unvisible? Visible? You insist. Ta-da! You're a frog like me. Yes. I'm slightly disappointed. What? Well, it's just that I had a good joke prepared. I will do it anyway. Okay, so imagine that instead of a frog, you were revealed to be a lizard. Oh no. Okay, so you've just been revealed, okay? Pretend. Okay, it's me, a lizard. Wow, so you're not an invisible wizard after all. You're an invisible lizard. Yeah, it was a good joke. I thought so. Detective, are you gonna tell everyone? I'm brand new and it was a mistake. I'm worried that if you tell everyone what I did, they'll be upset. I think they'd forgive you right away. But what if they don't? I want to make a good first impression. When we go outside, can you please tell him it was Evil Guy? But that's a fib. A white lie, perhaps. But who is it harming, really? Evil Guy. Evil Guy isn't real. This is a moral dilemma, Lola. Just like my favorite episode of Paroit. Oh boy. It's your choice, detective. Let's face the music. So she lost her glasses, totally did the crime, not real motive, but still the culprit. Needed glasses. Shy lady, a frog. Just moved in, made a big mistake. Lied about having a nemesis called Evil Guy, wants me to tell the town it was Evil Guy. Well, I think it was just an innocent mistake. Hello. Hi. My name is Lola. Hi, Lola. I am a frog. Just like me. We're so glad you could make it, Lola. I'm sorry that there's been so much commotion trying to get the parade ready for you. Somebody destroyed it last night. Mary, don't tell her that. We're sorry that someone destroyed it, Lola. The detective has been trying to figure out who did it. Well, detective, have you solved the mystery? I hope it wasn't me. I'd be surprised if it was any of us. I wouldn't, looking at you, Ralph. What? Ralph didn't do it, Victor. How many times do we have to tell you? Just don't trust that guy. Rude. I'm not rude anymore, Ralph. I had food. I don't think that's how that works. I didn't do it. Well, I guess we'll find out in a moment. Go ahead, detective. Well, I solved the mystery. Who was it? It was... Lola. What? It was an accident. Lola dropped her glasses last night while picking up the shoes she bought on Whizbay. Oh my gosh, those are the ones I really wanted. They look amazing. Lola can't see without her glasses, so she had a lot of trouble getting home last night. She bumped into just about everything. I'm so sorry. I feel awful. I realized what had happened when I had lots of chips stuck to me. I ate them. They were delicious. The parade was for me all along, and I didn't realize. Lola was very scared of your reaction, so she hid in her house out of shame. Oh, Lola, it's okay. You should have told us. We completely understand. Yeah, Mary destroys stuff all the time. Yeah, I really do. Plus, nobody tried to vacuum you up, so I feel like the parade being destroyed is kind of fine. I thought she was a ghost. That's what they all say. We're all really excited you're here, Lola. We don't need decorations anyway. I really thought Ralph did it. Victor, apologize to Ralph. Ralph, I'm sorry I accused you. It's okay. I'm also sorry. I really didn't mean to destroy the parade, but I should have spoken up when I did. I'm a very nervous lady. Plus, what a terrible first impression. Not as bad as my first impression. What did you do? I ran over Mary by accident. Huh, yeah. That was really painful. Haha. Should we get this party started? What do you think, Lola? Yes, please. It's party time, y'all. It is party time, y'all. Let's celebrate. I love Nadia with the party hat on her snoot. This game was so great. And now it's extra exciting because I'm completely ready for when the third game comes out. Although there might be additional story after this, so I'm going to hold on and see if there's a post-credit sequence. These games were so good. What a blast. Thank you for making it. And thank you all for watching it. Yeah, Pluto, we did 1 and 2 today. We got them both solved, which was so fun. This is a complete, as of this recording, a complete playthrough of all the Frog Detective games. And now I'm completely ready for the third one. Oh, we've got a new picture on the wall. There's me. There's all my friends. Naughty with the party hat on the snoot is so funny. Alright, let's answer the phone. Oh, we got our notes there. Is there anything else going on? Wait, can we... No. Okay. Yeah, what an absolute blast. I love short form games, especially ones with really tight storytelling and jokes, and like this is a slam dunk for anybody who just wants to like have a really fun afternoon. It's perfect. And you can get the bundle on Steam right now for 1 and 2, and it's like $10. It's super great. An absolutely wonderful time. Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency, Frog Detective speaking. How may I solve your mystery? Detective. Supervisor. It's me, the supervisor. I am aware. Great job on solving the Invisible Wizard mystery. That was quite a head scratcher. Sure was. I was shocked the culprit was the wizard herself. Yeah, the mysteries I solve are never what they seem. It's always a misunderstanding or an accident. No one's ever malicious on purpose in my mysteries. I'm so glad that crime isn't real. Didn't you get extorted earlier? Yes. I think that's a crime. I suppose the crime is real after all. Your office is called Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency. Yes. Detective, why do you believe the crime isn't real? I was simply exaggerating. Plus, despite my job title, I really never seem to be solving crimes. It's gonna change in a moment, I think, Detective. Oh, super duper. I just got a call about a doozy of a case, Detective. That sounds exciting. It is, but it's also the most challenging case I've ever sent you on. I'm confident in your abilities, but you might need backup on this one. Oh, like who? I'm going to send Lobster Cop to help you with the case. Really? Lobster Cop handles such advanced cases. Won't I just slow him down? Nonsense, Detective. You've shown you're a very capable mystery solver. I think you're in the running to be the new #1. You're making me blush. You'll be A-okay. So, where am I headed next? I can't say over the phone. It's too sensitive. Wow. Head over to the train station. I've left a ticket for you there. The train will take you to where you need to be. Good luck, Detective. You think you can handle it? I can handle anything. Well, well, well. Dearie me. This music is so dramatic. I'm scared. You. It's that mole from the first two games. Oh my god, Kevin, did you write a crab? That's very funny. Later at the station. That ticket seems legit. It says ticket right on it. There's a worm driving the train. A worm. I love that. Thank you, Lionheart, for starting Spooky Storm. We're heading to the Wild West. The detective will return in Cowboy County. Ooh, Corruption Act, Cowboy County. And there goes a tumbleweed. It's gonna be a Wild West adventure. Yee-paw. Oh, thank you for gifting that sub, Lion. Very sweet. And there you have it. That is Frog Detective 1 and 2. We had a lot of fun here today. I'm so glad y'all could join me for some fun adventures and spooky mysteries. It was kind of a spooky bent to both of those. One was a ghost thing and one was a haunted wizard thing. I'm really curious to see what the Wild West betrayal is going to be all about. And Lobster Cop is on the case as well. I'm going to close this down real quick, and I'm going to wonder if I could do this, because I'd like to play the trailer for the third game, because it just came out. And I want y'all to see the trailer for it. Frog Detective. All right. I'm going to try to play this for everybody. Yeah, 1 and 2 were so fun. I had seen just little bits and bites of the games over the years, and what an absolute blast to actually play them. The dialogue is so funny. All the characters are so cute. It's an absolute joy. And now, browser source. Let's see if this works. There we go. I love how the thing is like, sign in. I can't change that. But watch this fun trailer. So good. What's gonna happen? That mole. I love it. FrogDetective.net, y'all. Well, thank you once again. I'll be back on Monday, so feel free to come back, and we'll be doing some art stuff yet again. Maybe I'll do a little something based on Frog Detective now that I know the deep lore and can actually participate in the conversation. I'm probably going to integrate at least one day or one session of video game streaming a week now, because it's something I'd like to add more into the casual hangout atmosphere, because I think it's fun to play a game sometimes here on twitch.tv/EiffelArt. Exclamation Discord in chat if you would like to join our Discord. Thank you so much, everyone who followed and subscribed and gifted subs. We are climbing up the ladder on both of the giveaway things once again. That's pretty much it. There's a ton of new emotes, by the way, in chat. I don't know if you noticed those, but there's new animated ones as well. And there will be even more coming very soon, so look out for that. But other than that, yeah, just take it easy. Stay cool. I know it's very hot out there for a lot of us. Try to stay hydrated and stay in the shade. Have a good evening / morning / whatever it is, wherever you are, and I will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend, everybody.